Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday, January 5th, 2023. What's up, early crowd? I need to rotate my camera a little bit. There we go. Slightly better. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Welcome in, early crowd. Maxi, Ozzy, Timmer, Corbin. Anyone else who happens to be floating around. Hope everyone's doing well. What's up, Grim David? Hello, Haven. Hello, Rick Chickens. Nice. Well, hope everyone's doing pretty well. I am doing okay. I'm doing okay. We'll talk a little bit more when there are a few more people here, and I can share my news. Oh, thanks, Grim David. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, great to have you back. Not good news, Maxie, no. Unfortunately, no. So, yeah. Anyway, well, I'll talk about it more so I don't have to, like, repeat myself. I'll wait until there's, until we're a little ways in. But in summary, no, I did not get the job. But enough about me. We're gonna play Divinity Original Sin 2. Soul Honor mode, no reloads, no invisibility, no consumables. So we've started a no consumables run. We are gonna be continuing from where we left off yesterday. We hit level 6 with our custom character. Remember, no consumables means no potions, no scrolls, no grenades. Or sorry, only potions, scrolls, grenades, or special arrows. Only those 4 things. Those are the consumables that I count. Those are the actions that we can use. If there's any confusion, you can always feel free to type in !info in the chat. And if the bot is working, it will tell you, it will tell you in brief what the rules are and kind of what the build is. Hey, Tamer. Look, I hope everything's going well for you. I hope that your sabbatical is going to be a good thing. Obviously, you'll be missed here, but no worries at all. There's never been any obligation to be here or not. But I hope that everything is going well for you, and that even though you will be missed, you know that there's always well hopefully in a year I will still be here. So, look me up when you come back. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the continue button. Let's jump on into this thing. What's up, Shigeyosha? Yeah, good morning. Well, good morning for pretty much everyone except for me. It'll be morning for me in a year. I'll be a BG3 streamer. We'll see, Maxi. I plan to at least stream my BG3 experience. Whether or not I become a BG3 challenge runner is another story entirely, right? I need to love the game in order to become a challenge runner for it. And that I can only know once it comes out. Alright, let's take a look at our character and where they are at this point. So, chat is level 6, rocking the Princess Leia buns. Currently with 35 finesse. In another level, we will have maxed out finesse, so that's good. We also have a few supplemental points in wits so that we maintain initiative over our opponents. This character, because it operates with special arrows doing the majority of our damage, we act as a finesse warfare archer type character using crossbows. So you can see I have a crossbow here. We have a level 7 crossbow kind of waiting in the wings for us. And obviously, as I indicated, we have a number of points into warfare already. We've in fact maxed out the number of points that I can put into warfare, and it's just a matter of what else we can do. I'm starting to put points into polymorph. That will allow me to finish maxing out finesse and then putting points into wits moving forward. That way I have both of those values maxed out as quickly as possible. For talents, I appear to have 2 points in bartering. Wow, something's giving me bartering, and I don't know what it is. Oh, this belt. Neat. But I have 3 points allocated into thievery for myself, and then for talents, we have lone wolf and arrow recovery. That way, my very, very limited supply of arrows will continue to last me.
Our healer's walk is never done. Well, that's everyone's dead, of course.
Yeah, sure. Let's sell some stuff to this lady. Here. Have that. I do not have any real idea of how long it's going to be until vendors restock, so let me go ahead and take my pretty copious supply of arrows, and let's go find something to fight against. We have a lot of arrows. I'm sure we can put them to good use.
Hello again, child.
Hey, child.
What brings you?
Ooh. Did she always have these? I want them. Hang on. I'm gonna sell stuff to her, I guess. Summoning. Initiative.
North of Nut.
He looks up from his work and grins.
That's a masterwork rune. This gives wits and thievery. I would love to use this, but it's too late. I am about to... Yo. Never mind. All right. I guess some vendors have restocked, and I have... All right, hang on. We're buying stuff. We're buying stuff because some vendors have restocked. So the wits and thievery thing would be really nice, but the fight that I was about to take on was going to get me a new pair of gloves. What's up, Sophie? How we doing? Neuro, what's going on? Yeah, no, this is a good bow. It also has a rune slot in it, and he's selling a masterwork rune, so I can just slap all of those in. What's up, Naz? Dude, Naz. So I raided you last night, and then I was like, I gotta go to bed after a little while. I wanted to see how you did on the vengeance fight, and you passed it, and I was like, okay, great, he's in Act 2. And then I went to bed, and then this morning I woke up and I ran to my phone to watch the rest of your VOD, and I just scrolled to the end to make sure that you were still alive. So good job keeping your run going. I watched you having fun doing more Spider-Man meme with Gareth. when he was digging graves, so yeah, that was great. I'm really glad that run is still going well for you. You seem to be having a really good time with it. But how are you doing this evening?
Help you?
Oh my god, we're doing over 100 damage already. Hang-a-dang. Using the Twitch Prime. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, they're selling arrowheads. Okay, hang on. I'm buying all sorts of crap from people. I didn't realize that they had really just already restocked, so just bear with me while I do this. Hang-a-dang, you only have one Twitch Prime a month, and you chose to use it on this channel. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Please enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes. Oh, I can buy canisters to make myself money back. Because remember, empty canisters combine with intestines, and I'll be able to make a lot more money in exchange. Which is good, because I still do need money. What just happened here? Oh, I put the wrong bow in. That's why. There we go. Looting Act 2 can sometimes be a bit overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah, Blood Moon Island is, there's a lot of stuff there. Okay, yeah, 86 to 95. That makes more sense in terms of the damage that I was expecting. Okay, grenades. You're out of money all the time? Well, did you relax on whether or not you're going to be using just two-handed swords, or are you still trying to make do with that? Because, I mean, that's your big limiter, is that, like, the two-handed swords just...
Sir Gareth.
There's so many good two-handers, and they're not necessarily, still only two-handed swords? Nice. Okay. Sticking to his guns. His J-hand is stingy as hell. Yeah, making friends with him is hard. You need to pay, like, thousands of gold to that guy. I mean, maybe if we're here, maybe I should just be checking with everybody else to see what they have for sale. 'Cause maybe there's rocks. Maybe there's rocks and pieces of metal. Or maybe not.
That's better.
Oh.
Up and at it.
Power is power.
Happy Gooey, thanks for the follow.
They're
Appreciate it.
gonna be all right.
Charm arrows, money printing machine. Yeah, charm arrows and charm grenades are pretty
Soon as all our
pretty great for making money back.
But for now,
Soon as I'm able,
It's a little bit cheesy, but I'm sure that's okay. All right, I'm gonna go and do this fight now. I think we're ready. I have plenty of arrows remaining, but I can go make a number more. Exactly, Sophie. That's what we're talking about. What's everybody's favorite kind of cheese? I mean real cheese, by the way. What do y'all like? I realize that asking a majority European audience... Well, I think you guys are a majority European. At least the people who talk seem to be. I'm gonna get a lot of very... educated answers. Did I have any money problems in A2 and the consumables only run? No, Naz, I didn't. Consumables only, not so much. Because it really was just me buying arrows and arrowheads. I think there's a difference. That we do so much damage. Romano, provolone, mozzarella, Parmesan. Great stuff. From the Caribbean? Awesome. Would love to go back to the Caribbean. I haven't been to the Caribbean since I was a teenager. Oh my god. I was just a kid. Alright, opening fire. Oh, he didn't like that, huh? Well, he's super dead now. Holy shit. Oh, let me turn the combat log on. Sure. What's up, Navanthi? How we doing? Now I'd love to hit these guys with, hang on. I don't have any Lore Master. Void Salamanders are immune to what? I think it's probably wisest to just continue to attack them with physical attack. That's 4. Okay. This is why I keep nail bomb grenades handy, just in case I want to do a little bit of physical damage to one opponent without... There we go. I'm doing okay, Navanthi. I am out here surviving. 1. Here's a knockdown. 2. 3. Critted. Nice. Void Salamander's down. That gives me access to a couple really good items here. First off is Amulet of the Void with plus finesse and plus ranged. And the rune slot that can be used to slot in a flame rune. Our crit chance is now 18%. Not so bad. And we also dig up second skin. So I mentioned that I was going to be able to replace my amulet, or sorry, my gloves, and so I wasn't going to buy that nice pair of gloves that we saw. This is why. This gives Finesse and Huntsman, which is direct damage. I will lose a little bit of crit chance, but my base damage goes up, and base damage is sort of king for me right now. And we'll worry about crit chance a little bit later down the line. Right, Sophie? I really don't have to make it too complicated, do I? It is nice. Flame arrow? Alright, well that was very successful. We got our hands on some new shiny equipment. What's up, doggos? How we doing? Let's go to Fort Joy Beach really quickly. I'm gonna add poison to my, oh, let's go ahead and just craft a bunch of things. So we're in the area. Lots of arrows. We are doing great on ammunition, for sure. Absolutely cannot complain about this at all. I will go ahead and just make 25 slowdown arrows. Like, I don't even care. Physical damage is just so powerful. Even though it is single target only, it still works really well. And then I was gonna add poison damage to this thing. So it's gonna do air damage and poison damage. Alright. Drops. Drops. 97 to 112. So a good average damage now. Which will even get... it'll get even stronger when I level up. And we add this this new thing. I was gonna return to Fort Joyce Square here and do a round of vendoring. I assumed that since the other vendors had restocked, that these guys may have as well, and it certainly seems like they did. Let's make the rounds and find out for sure.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow. You
bloody cavies, too big for them, you know.
What's up, Bernard? How we doing?
The bishop's much taller than I'd imagined.
Oh yeah, I was gonna use this to make a... Oh, we'll do
She
that.
looks at you with red eyes and manages a
Yep,
wink
she's
before
restocked.
returning to her work.
Take the arrows. Take the rocks. She's not selling any essences, unfortunately. She is selling a scoundrel ring, but that's not even an upgrade. It's just sideways.
good to see.
Okay.
A fella can't hear himself think with all. Hear that? Destroy and the right.
Farah's still just standing up here for some reason.
She ignores you and continues calling out for her.
Go well, my child.
Perhaps the divine.
You're just selling a frying pan.
Hope you're behaving yourself, Freshie.
What's up, eh? Huh? What are you doing here?
Hey, take
Thought
care
we
now.
had you making
See
the
you
rounds
soon. And good luck with, you said you're not streaming today. Well, good luck with the run next time you continue it.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can
Sharp
hardly
piece of metal.
breathe.
That's arrowheads.
Don't do you.
Oh, easy now, mate.
I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though,
What do you want now?
Why I'm not killing the gamblers? Well, in this run, Gerbert, we are... Well, this guy's -10 with me. Weird. In this run, the more people that I keep alive, the more I can shop from them.
Hey,
So,
Freshie, what you heard about a crate of stolen supplies?
for example, this lady's
Don't
selling
you like
antlers,
to
which
know?
I can use to create a knockdown arrow. Because consumables are so limited, the more vendors that I keep alive until the absolute last moment
Always.
that I need them, the more items I'm going to be able to get over the long term.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it.
So,
Feel free to take
it is
the
very
stock.
purposeful
So
how I
inclined.
approach what I'm doing here.
She smiles and gives you a long.
How much a discount do you get for 100% opinion? Also, why is she at -20 with me? The hell? What happened to us? It's pretty decent. I can go check with,
Hey, I heard about you. How'd it go in here?
when we get to somebody that I have 100 reputation with. I think it's like 19%. Something like that.
You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again.
Young Bloop,
and
yeah,
again,
typically, yeah.
And again. The fight.
Magisters ever have anything? Yeah, Magisters will typically carry, these are good. Magisters typically carry, the archers
your potential has
tend to
begun
carry
to
arrows
shine
and
through.
arrowheads. At the very least, those can be really, really useful.
Champion of Footjoy, spreading your name.
But the Magisters attacked me on sight. I do not have the option of keeping them alive after a certain point. So there are not Magisters alive in the fort at the moment. Except for the ones... except for, like, Niles and the Judge Orovand or whatever that guy's name is. But again, those are people that are going to attack me on sight, and there's nothing really I can do to stop that. Oh, so here we go. She's got 100 attitude with me. The discount is 26%, but I believe that's partially because I have 2 points in bartering. So there we go.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Hey, Pinky. Level 7. Oh, right. Yeah, those are the ones that I didn't want. Still haven't found a good helmet, but
No one tells me there are
eventually
so
we
many
will, I'm sure.
children.
You go. You survive the journey. I see it.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
You can't play my game. Ugh, a human? You stink.
What the heck? Cool. She's just selling a huntsman ring. I don't need the huntsman ring, obviously. Warfare is really the only thing that I would switch out for. But that was pretty impressive. The kid just kind of had that. And then there's this kid who I've been trying to pickpocket every level just to see if they've got anything better. And they still haven't. Alright, the only remaining person to talk to is this guy.
Ah, you're back.
I am back.
Looking to add some weight to your rucksack?
You are selling... Well, unfortunately, this Warfare Amulet is... I'm not going to be replacing the Finesse Ranged and Rune Slot Amulet anytime soon. But that's fine. Not a big deal. Alright, let's start making our way through some of these undead. There's a number of mean undead floating around. And I believe I could start from here. And open fire on this one. Yeah, this is a good spot to snipe. A very good spot to snipe from. One down. Two down. Now these two guys are standing on top of one another, which would be a great thing if I could hit them, but I can't really. So I'll go ahead and delay turn, let them kind of move maybe to spots where I can actually pick at them from. And if they happen to be continuing to stand next to one another, then all the better, but... Seems like no. Alright, I'll just use my, I'll use my physical attacks to do it. I mean, we're doing 136 damage from the high ground anyway. It's pretty strong, I guess. That's a 1. Very annoying, that 1. And while I'd love to use a nail bomb grenade for this, I mean, whatever. Oh, there you go, Navanthi. Wow. What you remember from the cutscenes? Oh my god. Your memory is like a freaking steel trap. I have no idea, Maxie. I mean, maybe. There's a feather, by the way. That's another teleport scroll for us. When combined with the right stuff. Is it bad that you have the entire thing memorized? I mean, kind of. It means that you haven't been skipping cutscenes. So, I mean, good for you. I mean, you know that I just smash the escape button every time a cutscene comes on, because I don't care. New pair of gloves. Unfortunate, but... Oh, the Masterwork rune is great, by the way. The Masterwork rune I can combine with another Masterwork rune to make a bigger Masterwork rune. I already have one. Combine together with pixie dust. Makes a bigger Masterwork rune. Slam that into our bow. Okay, voila, damage increase.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
Telekinesis and thievery. Do I need to keep a telekinesis and thievery gloves around? Interesting. Good grief, Maxie. I mean, it's possible. Again, I have not paid attention to the plot of the game in ages. But if that is true, then woof. I will hang on to this for the moment.
Good to see.
Not that not that having 4 points in thievery is any more valuable than having 3 in it, but it's just it's interesting. All right, let's fight some more undead. Okay, that critted and we just straight up one-shotted. I mean, this is going pretty well, I would say. Can I reach the spot where this guy is? I sort of can. I'm gonna aim a water balloon to reveal. A firestorm grenade could also do the trick. I believe they are right here. Let me try and somehow validate that. Not super easy. So the next actually scary fight, not really sure, Sophie. Scary is more a matter of how complacent I get, because if I am playing correctly, we're not gonna have a scary fight for a while. But I have to play correctly in order to do it. Silver killing the channel points, baller move. Congratulations on that. I think it's like here. Yeah, I was right. Here's the knockdown. Any of the fights, Sophie, that are like us facing off against a number of spread out opponents, that's where things can go wrong. Yeah, right, predatory. Yeah, that's a very good way of summing it up. But like any of these fights in Act 1 where there's a lot of enemies spread out can very easily go wrong for me if I am not careful about defending myself. So like in this act, for example, there's the fight with the Voidwoken, and there's like a bunch of skeletons all kind of spread around. That one's not fun usually, though again, our damage is so strong already that even that one can go pretty well as long as you continue to, one-shot things quickly. There's fights like the like Redeka's fight. Again, can be very challenging if you misplay it. The Alexander fight also a little bit challenging, especially as we're not using invisibility and we sort of have to wait for the stupid drill worm to show up. Like, I don't know. That's the stuff in this act that I can sort of think of. Ah, Trompdoy, yes. Trompdoy's cave is always a little bit annoying with all the ouch. Zzz. Look at me, I'm doing a little wriggle dance. Anyway, what's kind of do to get to level 7 a little bit faster? I need 17,000 XP still. Damn, dude. Getting experience in this act is hard. Well, we can go back to Fort Joy. I'm sure there's stuff to do here. That'll add up. So there are two guys that I never talk to, because unlike everybody else who has items and stuff, talking to these guys immediately kills one of them. And so instead of attacking, or instead of talking to them, I will instead just say, what if we, murdered them? And got 500 experience. Job's done. Take those socks, I guess.
You deaf? I
Rocks.
Said, son of...
Yeah. Yeah, Maxie, exactly. Yeah. So,
No sense in going. I brought my.
You remember that, like, I learn from all of, like, every failure I sort of internalize and try to learn from and improve upon. Right? Like, for example, in this run, there was that. There was the successful completion of the the Elodie encounter. And then for the next time we do this, I need to make sure that Stingtail doesn't have a poison surface where he's gonna freaking sleep. You know? Because if I'm not careful about that, then he'll just sleep on it and die. Which is what happened here. I didn't kill him. I didn't want him dead. I wanted him alive as a vendor. And yet, here we are, you know? There's always something to learn, is what I'm trying to say anyway, is that there's always something to learn. Yep, yeah, no, exactly, Maxie, exactly. Now these guys, again, these guys are not vendors anymore, right? So if I were to talk to her, do you see how she does not anymore does she have an option to steal from her? So, because she doesn't, or, you know, to take items from her anyway. So because she doesn't, go ahead and delete them, take their stuff, and move on. Note that Migo's ring is not sellable, so I don't need to bother picking it up, and it's an item, and I cannot use abilities from items or memory as part of the challenge. That is why I didn't even bother picking up Migo's ring. Prediction! I missed! How did I miss? I aimed exactly where he was going to be. Apparently I didn't aim good enough. Fire slugs are worth 600 experience each, except for the royal one, which I think is worth more. So, certainly not a terrible idea to just eliminate them now. What's up, Calder? Must have missed this cavern on your run. It is also to the right of, so when you're coming in from the jail, like this area may be familiar to you, right? You fight the Houndmaster here, and then you go up these stairs and go into the main fort. If you go to the right, you can also access this cave from here. So there's two entrances to this area. Don't like this target is out of sight shit, by the way. This charred corpse is causing smoke to be in the way between me and my target. And while I'd love to just sort of shoot behind her, it doesn't look like I'm able to do so. A little bit annoying. More than a little bit annoying, actually. Even funnier because for some reason the slowdown arrow has a different, so like when I'm targeting it directly with an auto attack, which I don't want to hit with an auto attack. All right, well, I can definitely fix this. I'm just gonna move to the side. Now the smoke can't possibly be in the way. So I was wrong about that. Where is the smoke in the way? This smoke is some crazy effing smoke. The hell? Am I just not gonna be able to kill this thing? Guess not. Jeesh. Looks like they're on top of the smoke. Oh, is that what's causing it? Wow, impressive. Impressive that it managed to survive for one turn. Alright, whatever. I'll save the AP and let it do whatever it wants. Alright. Nothing to save you now, huh? Yep. Alrighty. Takes care of that. Alright, well that was fun. That room's all done now. We are now 11,300 XP away from a level up. Alright. I suppose we can go up to Abandoned Camp waypoint and start waking our way towards Gareth, perhaps? But first, hello to this bear. Gareth is in Act 2. You're not wrong, but he's also in Act 1. I think it's a multiverse situation, Maxie. You have to be really careful with the multiverse, right? Freaky? Oh, I totally agree. So this dead bear over here usually has a sinew. Yep, there we go. So that's another another spread your wings scroll for us. Very good. Nothing to loot there. Okay. Alright, I do not think that this is the best way to approach Gareth, so I'm actually going to make my way around to the opposite side and help him from the way going... yeah, from the opposite direction, I think. Also, here's these regular arrows, by the way. People were asking me about the regular arrows. Are you sure? Normal arrows are limitless, but special arrows are not. Try a better combination with the arrowheads before creating an arrow. So there, you know, so there were people that were asking, they were asking me yesterday about like normal arrows versus special arrows. And while we can fire off a regular arrow, it is not a good consumable, I guess is how I want to put it. There are also questions about whether or not I could just kill off these guys, and the answer is yes. They're worth 200 experience each, and they have a chance to drop sinews. It's good. Because I'm unable to cast Bless. Yeah, exactly, Maxi. Unable to cast Bless, so unable to unlock Fetter, so just... Now, I lead with a... There is no such thing as a Bless Scroll Calder. So, no. Well, first of all, Gibbert, no, because they don't give 1,000 experience. They give 600 if you bless them. However, as I just said, I cannot use Bless because Bless is a casted ability, not a consumable ability. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Is there a bless arrow? No, there isn't. There is a blessed water arrow. It does not set the blessed status, however. There are several types of blessed arrows, even. But none of them set the blessed status. Only blessed consumable in the game is Losa's loot, yeah. Which I'm unable to get because I do not have Losa. AoE bless for all party members. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but you can't get that A until Act 2, and B, then you're locked in at playing as Losa, which means you don't get the Scholar tag. Yeah, sure. But again, by that time, it is long past when we needed it. Alright, so the pigs died. Didn't get any sinews out of them. However, we did get some teeth and some fire essences, which is, you know, far from the worst thing that I've seen.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Oh no, I wasn't selling that. I was holding on to it. I was gonna sell the wand, sure. A bunch of other stuff and books I don't need. And, that. Maybe I should hang on to this. There is a point later on where I need a bunch more strength, and I can wear a couple pieces of equipment to artificially raise my strength. It's not bad. Goodbye, starfishy. Don't need claws. Don't need Jurdane either. That a medium finesse potion? Damn.
Good to see.
How am I doing? I need 10,000 experience. The Niles fight could be really good. Are there any items that can give you the blessed status? No. Don't think so. Maybe at the very end. There's like a items of the faithful or something. There's that faithful set in Act 4. That maybe that one would be able to do it, but I mean that's in Act 4. Missed. I mean, almost it's easier when we crit against these guys. Maybe I should wait and fight these guys and until, well, no, I need the experience now. I guess I'm just having issues like finding where my XP is going to be coming from. I could go downstairs and do that fight against the skeletons that I don't have any mischance against. The faithful set, that's what it is. Yeah. Blessed buff from paladins and arcs. Yeah, okay. Again, that's very far from now, isn't it? As far as I can tell, there is no way for me to acquire a way to bless those pigs to get access to Fetter, and so, as that is the case, he dies. What's up, Sore Knight? How goes it tonight? 1, 2. Could try and knock down one of these idiots so that they can't run at me. Probably not a terrible idea. Boom, headshot. My strength now 11. So yeah, so here's examples of where I can use strength, right? Acquire a little bit of strength, open these containers. Is it hard to keep such a high stock of knockdown arrows? A little bit, Calder, yeah. Now, arrow recovery has been a little bit helpful here, but I will not shy away from firing them off when it means that I will be 100% safe. Wait a minute. There is no reason for me to not continue using the Mask of Strength while I have such a garbage other helmet. So I'll just stick with that. Okay. Alright, let's begin this fight as well. I have how many slowdown arrows? 25. Okay. Good enough for this work. Uno. Dos. Tres. 14. One. Can't hit that guy. Annoying. Can hit this guy, though. Let's hit him, then. 2. 9 HP remaining. Tempted to use a restoration scroll on him just to finish the job. But honestly, the arrow's better. This guy is just throwing all kinds of shit at me, isn't he? Oh, but he ran closer, which is a big mistake. Oh, we critted. Goodbye. Killing the archer without him getting to fire a shot was good because I think good because usually you'll get a special arrow out of it, and so we did. And there's a restoration scroll and some random mess. Gloves, again, gloves are not an item that will be an upgrade for me because of second skin.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
So yeah, even though that's nice and it has crit chance and stuff on it, I mean, whatever.
Good to see you.
Maintaining a solid stock of all these different types of arrows. There we go. Alright, what now, I suppose? We could go after Orovand. Orovand and Niles are both prime targets for us here at level 6. Usually I wait until I'm level 7, but I need to get that XP. And I'd much rather be level 7 when I go to rescue Gareth. Makes that part all a little bit easier. Orovand is not so difficult, I don't think. Especially since I can approach from this side, since last night we accidentally saved Paladin Cork. I did not mean to engage in this fight, but we were able to win it anyway. And as a result, I can go this direction a little bit earlier than I intended to be able to. Killed that guy before Orovand had a chance to turn that lady into a silent monk. Which in my opinion is pretty freaking hilarious. That's a 4. Ah, whatever. Got rid of him, and because I was so far away from the remaining idiots, I can now approach them and open fire on them from right next to them.
Power.
Zatera, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Let's check their magic armor here. Pretty low across the board, so I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna unload on this one first, and then I'll use water and shocking arrows on these two to stun them. Because I cannot hit all 3 at once. I can hit 2 at a time, though. So 1. 2. What? No magic armor. That crit on both of them. Alright, great. Let's just go ahead and pretend like our luck is going to stay like that the entire rest of the game. What I also really liked, by the way, about eliminating these two Magisters is they each have a nail bomb grenade in their inventory. Is it nail bomb or armor piercing? Armor piercing, even better. And those are great consumables that'll be nice to have around. Very good. Alright, the only Magister left alive inside the fort is Niles. And I feel like it is... Yeah, we'll go after him now. "25 slowdown arrows." Yeah, I think this is good. This is a good way to go. Yeah, it certainly seems that way, right, Maxie? Niles a Magister? Oh, he's definitely wearing Magister robes, isn't he? Wait, I can pickpocket him? Oh.
Who are you lovely little...
I got so excited.
He reaches out and
please up. Yep.
Whatever. Alright. Here's the first time I'm gonna use some armor potions. So here's a stone skin potion to keep myself safe from physical attacks, and a medium magic armor potion should keep me protected enough against magic attacks. Let them come. Niles is dead. Long live Niles. This guy useful for anything except the face ripper? Well, Calder, you can escape the fort peacefully from him if you decide to keep God, what's the Magister's name at the gates? The Lizard Magister. You keep her leg, Atusa. You give it to Niles, and he will let you escape peacefully. So that's one way that you can use him. If you were to choose to go that route. By the way, this 80% hit chance is, I was gonna say, it was gonna have to come back to bite us eventually. These meat golems are scared of walking on the ice surface that has been created underneath me. Which is good, because I am not ready for them to be able to attack me yet. Ouch. It'd be nice if they gathered around me here, but instead I think what I want to do is... I do not have another stone skin potion, do I? Shame. I need more physical armor. These guys do a lot of physical damage. So I will use a medium physical armor potion here. And... that's good enough. Alright, and then I will attack Now, very nice that they gathered on top of one another like this. If they stay there, that would be lovely. Kind of delta split there. Let's see. Oh, still hittable. Very happy about that. We leveled up. That guy's dead on my screen. All dead. And we hit level 7. Which means it is time to go shopping again. I know you guys love watching me run around and do vendoring. So I will reward you with lots of vendoring. So, Sword Knight, if you're able to kill the agitated Silent Monk and Niles at the same time, like on the first turn, then the rest of the fight becomes Silent Monks against meat golems. That's as far as I know how it works. Other than that, I'm kind of in the dark about like why that is the case. But I know that it does work that way. So I had a pair of gloves that gave telekinesis. If I equip that, I might be able to move this chest down and then open it. Nice. Telekinesis for the win. Earn me a little extra cash. Port Niles into a cage for the memes? Yeah, I've seen people do that before. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Alright, so we leveled up. I'm gonna take a point in polymorph here, and then I will finish maxing out finesse. We now have maxed out finesse and 44 of it. Our damage is going to be very, very strong, especially when I add our level 7 crossbow that we already had. There we go. 124 to 136 is our new damage range.
She looks at you with wet eyes
Pretty
and
good.
manages a wink before returning to her work.
And I will purchase crafting materials from anyone who has them.
Good to see. Hey, oddball. Think.
Bloody cavies. Too big, you know.
The divine, even in death.
The bishop's much taller than I'd imagined from the paintings. And the hammer is so much...
Why do I not use the Houndmaster crossbow?
She don't listen to reason. Maybe you'll have better.
The Houndmaster crossbow is a level 4 crossbow, Jabert. We are now level 7 and using a level 7 crossbow. Short answer, no, it is not better.
She ignores you and continues calling
That's
out
wheat.
for her Irma.
Purchase wheat. God, I really just need to start finding those high-quality tormented souls. When I do, we're going to be able to make so many of these things.
Go well, my child. Perhaps the
Ah,
divine
air
will
essence.
return to
Very
us
good.
yet.
Crafting material for teleport scrolls. Need more feathers, but
Hope you're behaving yourself, Freshie.
that's wheat. Oh my god. Dude, we are... Undead will fear me, I swear.
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you
We are
making the
gonna
rounds
murder
inside.
any and every undead that we find in this game.
Power.
It's getting
Thornobs, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Oh, easy now. I'm just...
I fear it will be quite some time.
What do you want now?
Poisoned arrowhead. Give me that.
Make it quick.
I don't need to talk to him.
Hey, fresh air. What you heard about a crate
Rocks.
of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me.
Rocks are arrowheads.
Ah.
Oh.
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
That's funny, Sorna, yeah. Right, Maxie? Isn't it so satisfying to, like, not even have to worry about it anymore?
Hey, I heard about you. Had a go in here?
I am very much in love with the with some of the strategies that we've found as a result of this run. It's so effing useful. It really is.
I see your potential has begun to You may yet be the one. You prove that.
Champion of Footjoy, spreading your name.
Exactly, Maxie. That's what I'm saying. It's so good. She basically is now like the freest fight in Act 2. Remember, she used to be so scary that I would do like mass corpse explosion strats against her with every build that I used. And now it's just literally you can be level 8, run into Act 2 and just go and delete her if you have the right consumable.
Our healer's walk is never done.
If you're level 9, you can just buy the spell outright. We're talking about Alice right now. Soulmate goes through armor, yeah.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Hey, Pinky. So here's the Houndmaster's crossbow, Gibert, just in case you were looking for a damage comparison. There it is.
This is... Thank you. Do not... It is like all... You are her salvation.
You go. You survive the journey. I see it.
How can you apply that strats as undead? You can't, Sore Knight. Unless you use living on the, no, even with living on the edge, it doesn't count as healing. So I don't really think it's possible.
You survive the journey.
What's up, Railkaba? Yeah, thank you. Rail. Oh my god, you know I can pronounce stuff, right?
No one tells me there are so many children in this.
Children, blah blah blah.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
You can't play my game. A human. You.
A human. Awful. Oh wait, no, that wasn't everybody. Hang on. I always forget to talk to 3 characters when I do the rounds here. The ones down here. Consumables that boost fire resist? Yeah, true, Halberd. Yuck. Just awful. Why does my slowdown arrows do so much damage? Because it lies, James. The tooltip is lying. If I were to attack something, it will not do the amount of sheet damage. It will not do the same amount of damage as it says.
You remember what I said. No set.
It's still going to do a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong. It'll do roughly the amount of damage shown here. Maybe a little bit more than that.
I hope you love your bell, my friend. Its chimes help you find...
So, in order to do more damage in this run, James, we're looking for stuff that gives finesse, warfare, and that's basically it. Finesse and warfare, huntsman, scoundrel. We're basically treating it as an archer. Because the special arrows scale with 70%, it's 70% of your weapon's damage is how much damage the special arrows do. And then they'll still receive bonuses from like warfare, for example. So the slowdown arrows still do receive a warfare bonus. But it's not this much of a warfare bonus. Both the slowdown and the knockdown arrows are lying about how much damage they're doing.
Weight to your rucksack.
Alright, let's go to Amadia's Sanctuary. This is where the last vendors that we have access to are.
He looks up from his work and grins.
Hello. I'll take the Flame Rune, that's great. The helmet gives Necromancer, not super interested in that. I mean, it's better than the... I don't know, it's sideways. I don't care about sideways upgrades.
Help you?
Hello again, child. What brings you here?
Maxie, what level are you doing that at? Are you like level 16 when you start doing that fight? Or what? Kicking ass they are, and the game isn't very clear about why. So here's the reason why.
North of nothing.
We'll use any unique item beside the Act 4 endgame ones. Yeah, so am I. Anme Falin, the belt is always gonna be really, really powerful. That's an Act 2 unique weapon, or unique belt. So here's the difference, kicking ass, and it's a great question. So a fire arrow, when used, will do fire damage to what you hit with it. So like there'll be a red, like a red thing if you hit something. But it will create a fire surface in an area. So it will do fire damage to the target, but create a fire surface. If you point the fire arrow at the ground, it will not do damage to the target if the arrow does not connect. The explosive arrow does fire damage like a fireball would. In the full area of effect, it does fire damage and creates the fire damage in that circle. That is the difference. So a fire arrow, you need to point at your target. It will do fire arrow to the single target, but give you the fire surface. Explosive arrow is a direct upgrade because it does full fire damage.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
That's a regular tormented soul, not a high quality one. Okay, don't bother grabbing that. We do have a bunch of intestines, so I'll grab empty canisters for money. No difference in radius, so am I. Unfortunately, you'd hope that like an explosive arrow would have a slightly bigger. Remember using apotheosis on that fight the first time? Okay. You had superconductor. Yeah, superconductor with an air mage you can get super early. Intelligence and summoning. Woof. Yeah, I don't really need any of this stuff. What's up, Stardust? How we doing?
Mattis rests upon the stool. humming a
Knocked
low
on our
song.
hood.
He nods at you and continues humming.
Hear that?
My strength is...
That's better.
These guys are pretending like they've been healed. It's fun to pretend, right?
They're going to be all
Another
right.
knockdown arrowhead.
Thank you.
Good.
As soon as all our wounded are healed. But for now,
As soon as I'm able, I'll be out of here to track down.
may you always walk in wisdom's wake.
A smoke grenade's useless in combat? Sort of, Halberd. I mean, they can be nice to throw at an enemy, but typically I mean, maybe I can hold one or two of them, but I typically don't want to worry about, like, preventing vision, and instead just shooting them. I imagine that situationally you can find a use for it, depending on your playstyle. For my purposes, I'm typically going to prefer to just deal damage instead. Well, Maxie, you got like 150,000 experience out of it total, right? Isn't it like a lot of experience? I thought it was like 150,000 when you do the whole thing correctly. Be wrong about that. In a run like this, where I'm not able to get like all the stuff from Spirit Vision and Source Vampirism that I would be able to in Act 2, you know, it's interesting to consider. I don't think I would do it, but it's interesting to consider. No, sure, yeah, level 17 to 18, no, absolutely not. You're not gonna hit level 18 in Act 2. But like, as an example, like this run has some issues hitting level 17. I don't remember if we hit level 17 even in Act 2. We may have. Yeah, that's I'm asking for I'm trying to collect as much information about that encounter because I've never actually done it. I need to understand what it is going to take in order to win it. Not necessarily saying that I will do it in this run or any run in the near future, but one of these days I'm going to want to. If you have spread your wings scrolls, you should be able to. Why? Because you'll stay lifted over the lava? Is that the idea? Just make a bunch of slowdown arrows. So level 7 in my experience is the hard one here, because getting from level 7 to level 8 is not so easy. Oh, I can make some more... What type of arrow should I make? Let's make a few more water arrows, I guess. I'll just combine the regular arrows that we have with a water barrel. Should be able to sounds like an assumption. It does. Silver, yeah, I suppose I could, but that's a lot of effort, and usually I'm not like... I see what you mean, Maxie. Yeah, okay, I get it. So just for constant repositioning purposes. Okay. Spend a bunch of AP on drinking potions. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. Again, I don't know how interested I am in doing it. but it is interesting. I can make another flame rune. The question is, do I need one? Yeah, you know what? Why the hell not? Let's make another flame rune and then upgrade this one to a medium flame rune. I'm happy about that. Wait, I can make a large flame rune. All I need is another pixie dust, and we can get another pixie dust. Right? Anyway, let me go ahead and add poison damage to this guy. Combine with... Uh-huh. Wow. I mean, if you're willing to do any work on it, I'd love to see what your findings are, but you know, don't do it just for me. Don't do it just for me. I know that Exeter was selling stuff related to this.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
He's just selling a pixie dust. I mean, maybe I'll just buy that. How much does Stardust cost? Buy a Stardust. Oh, I need more pixie dusts. Oh, wow.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
Hello, Effusive. I played the early access of Baldur's Gate 3 for 1 week when it first came out. So that's October of 2020, right? So... Yes, I have played it. No, I have not played it for long, and I know that the game has changed and they've fixed a lot of bugs and stuff since then. I will be waiting until the game actually comes out to give it a shot. I would like my first experience of BG3 to be the completed game rather than, you know, watching it evolve and get bugs fixed and all that stuff. As for how it compares to this game, I really can't say. Hello, Hyde15. You can't pass Act 2. You don't know why. If you're making the comment because you're hoping that we might be able to help, I would appreciate if you gave us a little bit more information about what is killing you. Where do you find that you're struggling? And if you're able to help us with that, we might be able to help you with what's eating at you. Let's make a couple more stone skin potions. These things are really good for just quick physical armor. I can make a bunch of magic armor potions. Yeah, Sword Knight. I mean, that is more, that like means more to me to say it because that is what I do for a living, or what I normally do for a living. Oh yeah, by the way, a bunch of you have been asking me about the job that I thought I was gonna have recently, and there's I will mention this a couple times or whenever somebody asks, but I figured I'd wait to just see, and just say this once when a whole bunch of people were here already. So the company that I thought I was gonna have a job with starting at the end of January removed the position, and they didn't tell me. They told the people they told other people that I was working with, recruiters that I was working with, and they ended up having to relay that information to me, that that the position is no longer available, and so I do not have a job starting at the end of January. So, still unemployed, still looking for work. Pretty disappointed about all of it. Yeah, it is really scummy. I agree, effusive. So I've been kind of processing that all day. Had a long conversation with my partner, and she was very supportive about the whole thing, and another one with my best friend, which is why I started the stream late, because I was talking to people that I really care about in my life, and they were doing their best to cheer me up. So, but yeah, you know, the streams will continue as normal, but I will be still doing my best during the day to do job applications and interviews and shit. So, yep. Anyway, right, let's go ahead and continue making potions and stuff. Alright, now's the time to start springing the large armor potions into the mix. These are very good. Well, so they were presented to me as a company that treated employees and prospective employees very well, effusive. And, well, I don't feel very well treated. Let's put it that way.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
To make an offer, and I took the time to consider it, and you know, they took the time to interview me and all that stuff, and then just oh yeah, thanks Minmax. Yeah, I was making a rune as well. To go through all that process and then just pull it without informing me at all, or keeping me in the loop is doesn't speak great. Not the best look, I guess. Alright, what seems to be the problem? Oh, I can't make a flame rune because A, I don't have the pixie dust. I need a second pixie dust. Sorry, I need a third pixie dust, because I need one to make the flame rune, then upgrade this, then upgrade this. Okay, sure.
He looks up from his work and grins.
And this guy didn't have anything for sale, right? Alright, we're spending so much time vendoring. Let's try and make this quick. Do a square. Yeah, Baines. I mean, I know that it's happening a lot, and I've been seeing that.
She looks at you with
other funny information that I got was
before returning to her work.
That the impression that the recruiters that I was working with got is that company, they had made me an offer, and they were worried that I was going to take the job, but then continue to be interviewing elsewhere and leave. And I'm like, okay, but if you're concerned that your offer isn't good enough to keep me, then you know that your offer sucks. So why are you making a sucky offer? like this, all of that is not my problem either. Like, what am I gonna do, you know? Oh, there is a pixie dust here. Okay, great. I'll take that. Alright, that's good enough. Now we can make a large rune. Hyde, so in order to move the sculptures on Blood Moon Island, you need to have one character with the scholar tag. So unless you don't, unless you have somebody with the scholar tag, literally any of your characters can have it. My character is a custom character who has the scholar tag, but if you're playing with origin characters, you can use Fane or Red Prince, or Sabile, all three of whom have the Scholar tag. And then there's a book that you need to read that will give you the password to unlock those sculptures. So that's hopefully that's enough information to give you a start on what the issue that you're having is. James, that's exactly what they did. They literally said, instead of that. And by the way, the way that I worded my counteroffer was literally they were not demands. I promise you that I did not word my counteroffer as demands. It was just, hey, is it possible to do these couple of little things? And if they had come back and said, no, it's not possible to do that, I was going to take the job anyway. And I made it very clear that I was excited to be starting, and, you know, even though the hours were going to be wonky for me, it didn't matter. I was ready. I'm ready to be working again. It's just can't get these little wins sometimes, you know? And then they made apparently such a big deal about it that they were just like, no, instead we're not going to have the position at all. Like, all right, cool. Maybe they decided they didn't need the help after all. But again, it's, you know, it's out of my hands. What are you going to do? I'm going to make one flame rune. And then we can make a medium rune. And then here we can make a large rune. So these two. All right, this large rune will now live in our amulet. And this gives us 5% crit chance. By the way, all that effort that I just went to was to get 2% crit chance. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed me running around trying to get 2% crit chance. And if you didn't, I don't care. Super Crazy Min-Max loves it. That's correct. So yeah, my crit chance is now 18%. Yay. Alrighty, let's go fight stuff. Rescuing Gareth is, I think, the correct place to go. And 2% is all you need? Well, yeah. Wait, I mean, we did have that double crit a little bit ago, which was nice. Well, I am the Idol of Rebirth for this. I am Maxi, but honestly, if we're getting rebirthed, we're probably dying anyway. I would prefer not to let it happen, especially considering the Blood Rose is so effing good, especially for this run. The Blood Rose with 5-star Diner gives +2 to all stats. I would hate to lose +2 to all stats. It happened to us last time, and it definitely forced me to shake things up a little bit. You can hear Gareth at war over there. Let's go and rescue his dumbass. I do not want to be standing here. All right, whatever. It's fine. We'll be fine, right? All right, we're going to aim for these guys. Since I can't hit these ones, I might as well aim for these ones. Water arrows to reduce magic armor. I can even introduce poison into the situation if I want. Sure. She has no magic armor. I'm actually going to get a kill, but I'm also going to stun this Inquisitor in the same go. Yes, exactly, Sornak. Let's see Gareth do his shit. Gareth kill securing, by the way. That was pretty solid. All right. I'll aim down the archer here. Uno. Y dos. Alright. Now, the real question here is, can Gareth kill this crossbowman? I'm just gonna run around and see if Gareth can kill this guy. Because I would hate to use consumables. Need a pred? I'm pretty sure Gareth will win it. He's level 7, the other guy is level 5, I think. Yeah, Gareth is, Gareth should be well equipped enough to handle this. Oh, that guy's running after me? Boo. Alright, fine, I'll help. But I'm doing this for me. Alright, Gareth, you finish the job, bro. Excellent work. Aim for the archers, he says. That was a slowdown arrow. That's a knockdown arrow. That's a nail bomb grenade. Nice consumables. Alright, so here I'm gonna try and take a high ground spot. Right here. This will allow me to... Gareth didn't like me sneaking. He is just the worst. I hate him so much. Alright, so from this high ground spot, I will be able to bomb these two guys. Or these two guys. Which is great. Because I want to do both. Let's open fire. Literally. That one's dead on my screen. Let's do these two. Oh, the searing daggers kill! Oh, he's so amazing.
You're clearly named Gareth.
Alright, what a player. Give me... Yeesh. This is some garbage ass rewards from Gareth. I will take the most expensive thing. The rune. I do like the physical armor potion and the stardust. Those at least are okay. Summoning helmet? Yeah, that's what I want. Gareth knows what I like. Now, killing the rangers before they got a chance to use their arrows is lovely. Hyde, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Cluster grenade, another nice consumable. Another fire arrow, water essence. Decent stuff, honestly, from all these guys. Can't really complain about that. 13 strength required to open that thing. Archer is OP. Yeah, true. Speaking of Archer is OP. Bye. Thanks for the 1700. And that's as far as we can go in this room, because I do not have Bless, and I will not be able to cast Bless. Azel, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Love seeing all the new wonderful faces around here. Thanks for being here, everybody. Alright, so, good news. I can already go to Amadia's Sanctuary and send Gareth forward, along with the rest of the Seekers, to the abandoned camp area. And that'll give me an additional buttload of experience. It's like 5,500, I think. There we go, 5,600 XP. And the Seekers leave. Except for one. I'd like to introduce everybody temporarily to Leia. Try to glitch your way into that door for exploration experience? That's an interesting concept, Sword Knight. I suppose I could, but let's pretend like I didn't hear that until like, if there's a situation where we absolutely need to, we can. Last platinum obstacle is to beat the game in honor mode. Ooh. Well, good luck. There are a lot of really good ways to complete the game in honor mode. If you have questions or want tips, either I or my wonderfully knowledgeable chat will be able to help you with that. We already did that with the doctor. So am I. I did that with the doctor in this last run only because I accidentally didn't start the fight the way that I wanted to. I didn't have to do it that way, but because I forgot to cast Living on the Edge on myself when I intended to start the fight, I got kicked out, and then I wasn't able to use a consumable, aka that scroll, to get myself into the basement to go and resume the fight. And so because I wanted to kill the doctor, I glitched my way through that door. It's not something that I do every time. It's something that I did that one time just so I'd be able to go in there and fight him. Which, again, I did not need to do, but I wanted to. I critted. Leia's dead. Thanks for the 2250. That 18% crit chance getting put to work.
The others wouldn't let me join them for the fight.
Alright, so let's go to abandoned camp area. This is now a spot, since the Seekers are here, there is one Magister overlooking. So let's go ahead. Oh, and these traps now exist here. So let's go ahead and clear a path to where I want to be. First, destroy the traps. Just in case I end up needing to walk that direction. And then I will use one of the Spread Your Wings scrolls that I have created for myself to access this spot and pull down the rope. That way I'll be able to get up there again. There we go. Alright, so now I can get up here whenever I want, which is good, because there is going to be some work that I'm doing from up here. In the meantime, the Magister goes. Another couple thousand experience. We are now almost halfway up to halfway to a level up. Some garbage grenades. I have a lot of exploding arrows. It's fine. But yeah, you're right. I could have used a firestorm grenade or something. Alright, I have plenty of ammunition. I think this is a good time to do the Magister Loke fight. I also have stone skin potions and large armor potions. Let's go ahead and pull those down onto our hotbar so that I have ease of access to them. This is 184 physical armor. That's 221. This would be 221. These will keep me quite protected against these a-holes. Let's go and get in the mix. Oh wow, I can literally raid everything here, huh? Oh, I can even take his special arrows. Nice.
A young Magister tenderly
All right, hello.
Stop! Stop! Who goes is there?
He raises.
State your name. Escape.
He sidles.
I can't. Don't you want?
He continues to.
We beat them back. I have.
He pulls a pair
Okay, so
of
right here
shackles out of his bag and holds them out, open toward you.
when we begged the DLCs for XP. Yeah, Soren, I remember that as well. Hopefully we don't have to resort to it this time, but it is a great idea. Okay, so here, in order to get double experience from this fight, I'm going to hold still and allow him to shackle me. That is going to raise 4 undead skeletons from the ground. Magister Loke is worth 1,700 experience. Those 4 skeletons combined are worth 1,700 experience as well. So,
Wait, do you hear that?
Here they come. Tremendous. So Loke is here. I would like to make him hostile, but I also want to kill this mage. Is it possible to do both, I wonder? I think making him hostile is the first priority here. There we go. He says you should have been more careful, idiot. So now, if he dies, it doesn't matter who kills him, but if he dies, then I get the XP. I think what I want to do is knock down the mage, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. How do I play this? No, you know what? Here, I'll use the slowdown arrow. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm gonna use a restoration scroll on the mage. This will kill. So that thing is dead on my screen. And then I will use a large physical armor potion because they coming for me. There we go. My armor is big. The skeletons will focus on Magister Loke for a little bit. Well, Sornite, it's okay because the restoration is going to kill him. The regeneration will send him home. There we go. That guy's annoying because he does a lot of, like, teleporting around and stuff. So Loke is getting hammered here, but I can now focus my attention on anybody else. In particular, this archer does a lot of damage, so I'm going to go ahead and attack it. Nice. Bye. Good luck, Maxie. Keep me posted. Who else has a lot of armor? I don't know. I can continue to attack. I don't think anything here that remains does a lot of magic damage. Yeah, I don't know why I use that expression, Stardust. That might be from like Sing Sing or something. But yeah, basically when I say that, I mean like I don't need to do any more effort. Like it's gonna die either from dots or usually when I'm saying that, I mean it's gonna die from whatever dot I've applied to it. That's funny, Baines. Yeah, right. The Act 2 quantities of arrows that we're running around with versus the Act 1 quantities where every consumable is precious. Dude, we are critting so much, by the way. That 2% crit chance that we just got. Men metal? Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, Magister Loke is surviving forever here. Magister Loke actually tanked like 3 turns worth of stuff from these guys. I'm very happy about it. 1, 2. Critted again, by the way. Oh, by the way, someone was asking about our sheet damage for the slowdown arrow. Note that this says it's doing 213 to 237, but in reality, I'm doing about 140 some odd. Yeah. So, this is lying. By the way, 7 health remaining. I think I'll just use a nail bomb grenade. Alright, so that's 1,700 times 2. For Magister Loke and the skeletons. Ooh, we got a Steam Cloud Arrow. Nice. Steam Cloud Arrow is a water arrow on steroids. When I say that because it does water damage, but this is the first arrow that we can get that has a 3-meter explode radius instead of the 2 meters that everything else has. So it's basically a water arrow damage with a massive radius. I mean, look at the difference between this. So here's a water arrow. Here's a Steam Cloud Arrow. You can pack so many bad boys into this radius, you know? Yeah, Sword Knight, and also it's colored red, so I always used to think this was a fire damage. How do you craft that? Exclam crafting and then Control F Steam Cloud Arrow. that's how. Thanks for the stretch, Sword Knight. And the hydrate. Let's go. Yeah, Silver, you read it correctly. I'm gonna want to go take a hot chocolate break in a little bit. But, let's find some more stuff to do. I am out of, scrolls for, Spread Your Wings at the moment. I do not know how long it has been since we leveled up, either. But I do feel like I don't know if it's been an hour.
If I were you, I'd stay close to
Yeah, it
Sagareth
hasn't.
once the fighting.
I mean, I guess the correct person to check with would be Nabora back in Fort Joy. I don't remember how long it's been. What's up, Zoan? Third consecutive stream? Yeah, I mean, we're returning to a normal sort of schedule.
And manages a
Yeah, it hasn't been an hour.
returning to her work.
But I can sell some stuff. This crossbow, by the way, this Magister crossbow is level 5. We're already at level 7. Oh, that shield, we don't need it.
Power is power.
What's up, Kisa? Yeah. We are getting just about as much experience on the boat as humanly possible. The only thing that I could do is get 100 more if I was playing as an undead. But other than that, we've definitely maximized it. And Zoltana, thanks for the follow, by the way.
Good to see.
Yeah, so on. I mean, when it's not like a holiday season or whatever, I am streaming, you know, at least 3 times a week, at least. So, what did we do? Monday. Did we stream on Monday? No, I didn't. I wasn't ready to stream on Monday. So I streamed on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's 3 streams this week. There you go. Not so bad, yeah? What else can I fight against? It makes sense to do. I can go to Hollow Marsh's Bridge. Let's go do this fight over here, this docks fight. This is pretty good. Leveled up at 115 on stream. Now is... Wow, Sword Knight, thanks for the research. So, okay, so after this fight, then maybe Nabora will start having things. That is the high quality information that we're looking for. I have statisticians. The stream statisticians. Alrighty. So I'm gonna unload on these guys. With whatever I want to hit them with. Actually, it's probably better if I'm standing here. I will be able to hit this Magister, I believe. Probably. Yeah, that's a good circle to start with. Let's do that. Opening fire now. Oh no! All the bands that need processing. That's a disaster. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Ricochet that? I wish, Zoan. If Ricochet was a scroll, man, that'd be really something, wouldn't it? Maybe I should shoot this guy instead. Yeah, let's get this guy away from me. And then we'll armor up next. There we go. Yeah, I'll armor up on the next turn. Because these guys are going to start gathering around me, and I need to keep my armor up because there are still knockdowns available. I don't know where the heck this guy is going, by the way. Oh, he's trying to heal this guy. Oh, that's really funny. They're trying to heal the injured guy instead of coming after me. Meanwhile, the injured guy is coming after me and... Oh, they gathered up. They gathered up. Mistake number one, boys. You should never gather up when the archer has high ground and... Yeah, that. Let's go ahead and use a large physical armor potion here. Actually, a stone skin potion will do just fine. There we go. And, magic armor, do I have? 104? I don't think I can get killed here, so let's just go ahead and save the AP. I mean, I'm more than happy if these guys continue to gather up like this. Makes my job way easier. Yeah, the stone skin potion doing wonders. This guy is standing in a weird spot, but oh, he's doing restoration. All right, now is he gonna walk forward? Oh, that is so nice. It's fossil striking me. How dare you? That's actually gonna slow down this guy. It's gonna prevent this guy from attacking me because he doesn't want to walk in the oil. Wow, that is some really weird things. Yes, GK Banes. Yeah, they stack with one another. Oh, that hits all three. Oh, what a day. What a lovely day. All right, one to go. Oh, sorry. There's one down here. I forgot about this one. Well, we can, GK Banes. And sometimes we do. Is reactive armor still good after the nerfs without crazy armor stacking? No, you need crazy armor stacking. But believe me when I tell you it is doable, Calder. With 5-star Diner, you can reach crazy amounts of armor very easily. Nice, picking up some consumables from these fools. We already looted all this, right? Oh no, there's still... Okay. Still some stuff to loot. That was a Thunderbolt grenade. That's pretty cool. What's up, Deltona? You followed a little while ago. I'm happy that you feel comfortable sending a message as well. Let's see what you said. You're afraid to use consumables, but what if I need it later? Yeah, that's a common RPG trope, actually. And I often have that problem as well, and it's part of the reason why this run was incepted in the first place. Sornite, yeah, we managed to loot Gowan. Yeah, part of the reason why I did this run in the first place is because we were getting to the end game and just having so many consumables, and I was like, well, what if we tried doing the whole run like this, and it kind of forced me to use and learn how to use all these consumables, because sometimes you just don't even want to, right? Yeah, Calder. So there was a Reddit post, I want to say last year or something. Someone was trying to see if they could possibly rescue Gowan and get him to the boat. And it turns out it's not possible. So he will die to these guys unless these guys are dead. Then he runs this way. And he gets to these skeletons. He dies to these skeletons unless they're dead. Then he runs this direction. Then he dies in the burning pigs area unless the burning pigs are already gone. Because like he'll trigger them to like blow up or whatever, or he'll like walk over traps and shit. And then he gets over here, and you'd think that, given what I've been saying, that he would die to these guys, or else, unless they were dead, and then he would keep running, right? Like, it really does look like he's continuing toward the abandoned camp area. Instead, if the Voidwoken and these skeletons are dead, he, like, just collapses dead right here. He, like, dies of a heart attack right here, basically. What if you block his path to that spot or area? I'm not sure, Halberd. Someone will have to try that. Daltona, yes, you've analyzed it correctly. Yeah, the only way that I'm able to do self-teleports is through either using Spread Your Wings scrolls or by teleporting a corpse somewhere else using a teleport scroll and then using Nether Swap with another scroll. Like, I can craft a Nether Swap scroll as well. So that's the only other way that I can do it. Surround the heart attack spot with barrels? I mean, yeah, we could try doing it. It'd be pretty funny. Be destroyed by Malady? Oh my god. Part seems like hell to deal with. Well, it makes those consumables all the more special when we find them, and I'm always on the lookout for the materials for them. It actually is, like, it's unfortunate not being able to float around whenever the heck we want.
She looks at you with
but
wet eyes.
It is still more than doable.
Before returning to her work.
Speaking of which, by the way, there's a sinew. That means another Spread Your Wings scroll for me. Here's a couple of arrows. I'll go ahead and grab these as well. Good materials. And sell some of this stuff that I don't need. Spoons. Yeah, get those out of here. What else don't I need? Good enough for now. I have a decent amount of money.
Good to see.
Scrolls of Tactical Retreat? I mean, you wish, right? Sharp piece of metal, very good. So we're gonna do a full vendor round.
Hey, oddball. Think I saw a lizard with a scraped knee
Sharp
down
rocks, more arrowheads. Yes, very good.
The divine, even in death, he's listening.
We're getting a little bit lucky with the first few people we've checked with.
The bishop's much taller than I'd imagined from the painting.
Lucian just shows up. That'd be great. You're just following him, and then suddenly, like, just this glowing, white-haired god shows up, and you're like, oh my god.
Hey, freshy.
Freshy. Oh, 3 arrowheads.
And don't you lie to me. Well,
Please.
Her thought.
And if you haven't played any of the other Divinity games, you're just like, oh my god, who is that?
Ignores you and continues.
Actually, he doesn't show up in Original Sin 1 at all, does he?
Go well, my child.
Forgot about that.
Divine will return to us.
Water arrowhead. Oh, sorry. Spoilers for Original Sin 1.
Hope you're behaving yourself, Fresh.
And you guys are watching a challenge run if you're worried about spoilers.
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you making the rounds inside.
Not much I can do to help you, you know? Console Definitive Edition the same as the PC version. Can anyone help Isa with their question? I have not played Original Sin or Original Sin 2 or whatever on console, and I don't know how it differs compared to PC. So anyone in chat that wants to help out with that, let us know. Baines, I think Original Sin 1 is a very good game. So if you like Original Sin 2, it is worth checking out Original Sin 1 to see kind of where all of this evolved from.
I fear it will be quite some
Because
time
while
before
it
we
looks
find any
similar,
answers.
it plays quite differently. And it's still very fun, but you have to sort of remember that the game hates you.
I'm just minding my own business over here.
Kisat, yeah. Yeah, I do. How do I plan on doing that in this run? I'll do it when I have run out of experience and...
Stand back. My business is with the Red Prince.
like, experience that I can potentially gain. So, like, my objective is to be level 9 before I fight against Bishop Alexander. And so we'll usually do that when we're level 8. And after we've done a vendor round with them. So there's that high ground spot where we cleared out that Magister, if you remember the high ground spot where we floated up there and killed the Magister. So I'll just jump up there and snipe people out from up there. Shouldn't be a big deal. I haven't played it in a while because it's more fun watching me. Aww. Very touching.
Our healer's walk is never done.
Now I get aggro from that spot? It depends. And when I say it depends, what I mean is it depends on whether or not you're one-shotting them. Why didn't I play as an origin character for more experience? Well, which origin character would you prefer that I played as, Francis? And then I can tell you why I didn't pick them.
What do you want now?
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
Sin!
The heck is Hilda? Oh, she's over here.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel free to take a gander at the stock, if you're so inclined.
The answer is always Fane. Well, the answer for Fane is that I want an alive character. The soulmate strats against undead will not work unless I'm an alive character. Undead won't be able to pull it off. I am not playing as Losa. And the reason I'm not playing as Losa is because Losa does not have the Scholar tag. If she had the Scholar tag, I'd be playing as her.
Leave me. Go.
Same answer for Beast. Also, Beast isn't human, so humans get extra crit chance.
You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again, and again, and again. The fight...
The only origin candidate that I would really consider playing as would be would be Sabille. But I don't even get anything really good from Sabille because in this run, Beast is... no, Beast is not human. No, he's very much a dwarf. Because Sabille does not get any benefit from being able to like eat body parts, really. Because I wouldn't be able to use those abilities anyway, right? It just puts it into your memory, and I can't cast from memory in this run. So there's that. Also, I won't be able to use Flesh Sacrifice. Again, innate ability casted, not using them. So all the benefits that you would get from Sabille would basically just be a little bit more experience in Act 1 and a couple more memory points in Act 3. And I don't need either of those things, so no need for Fane, no need for Sabille. Kind of interesting how that shook out, right? Like, these are characters that oftentimes I will say, like, these are the most power gamey characters that you can use, and yet neither of them are better, in my opinion, than just running a custom human.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel free to take...
What happened to the Geomancer Fane from our last run? They won. Feel free to check out the VODs for that if you want.
Healer's walk is never done.
There we go, she restocked. Give me those. Johnny Racket figures, it's a good question. So, just because I challenge run this game, and I'm considering some challenge runs in Elden Ring, those are games that I really loved after my first playthrough. Baldur's Gate 3, I'm not going to, like, start figuring out how I'm going to challenge run the game until I've played it, and if I really love it, then we will start challenge running it. I'm very excited for the game, don't get me wrong. But I need to know in my head that I'm going to be able to withstand playing that game over and over again before I commit to challenge running it. So, we'll see.
You are in the wrong place,
come August, right?
Pinky.
How that all goes. This guy still doesn't have anything interesting for me to buy. What makes traders restock? So Daltona, traders will restock every time you level up and then go and talk to them. So you have to go talk to them after you level up. But when you do, they will. And then every hour after that, and that's an hour of real time, so 60 minutes after you talk to them, after you've leveled up, then they'll do it again. Very good question.
No one tells me there are so many children in this.
You go. You survive.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
Zoan, it also helps them debug. Yes, after each level up, Johnny. It's also part of QA, right? Because getting a whole bunch of people to test your game for you, pretty clever. It also works just fine. This belt is better than my current belt. I do not need bartering all that much. What I do like is the +2 initiative on that belt. Now, it doesn't have crit chance or anything on it, but initiative is fine. Have I done a no trader run? No, Jaga, and I'm not super interested in doing that. Like, why would I? What? So, if I were doing a no trader run, then what would that mean? I don't get any abilities. I don't get any items. So, then what? I'm just running around spamming invisibility forever, waiting for that to cool down and then hitting a couple times and then going invisible again? Like, how do you view a no trader run going? When people suggest runs to me, it feels like they don't really think about how that would actually play. So I would be miserable playing it, and you guys wouldn't really enjoy watching it because it would get super monotonous super quickly. And same thing for what Beatamon has just suggested, by the way. A consumables only run without arrows. So, in your mind, how does that go? How does the consumables run without arrows go? So I use all 10 of my grenades, all 5 of my scrolls. By the way, I haven't sold any of these things. So this is just what we've acquired so far in Act 1. So I use all of those, and then I'm out. And then... and then what?
Ah, you're back. Looking to add some weight.
That's a warfare ring. Let's go ahead and make full friends with this guy, and then we can go ahead and buy it. There we go. He thought we have Lone Wolf and Arrow Recovery right now. Good luck, Maxie. Alright, let's go ahead and sell the bartering belt. Don't need that. The warfare ring will go ahead and easily replace the scoundrel ring. I can sell that too. Yes, exactly, Calder. That's exactly what I did. So vendors require a certain amount of money to be given to them, and that depends on like their level. So you take Nabora for example. She only needs 100 gold to get 100 attitude. If you raise NPCs' attitude with you, you get a discount from them when you're bartering.
Did you see what those magis...
I pray this goes well. Those magisters are gonna regret they ever...
Turban stares at the body of his dead comrade.
You guys love talking.
tightly gripping
Ooh, a
his
flame
weapon in
rune.
a cold
Wait, do
fury.
I need a flame rune anymore? I have a large flame rune already. If I have a large flame rune already, I don't actually need another one. So let's just not go ahead and just snap by that because I don't really need it. This pair of boots I can't use. I will, however, take that. And this nail bomb grenade is pretty nice. Ah, yeah, good point, Mousticks. Yeah. All true things. Yeah, if not for the crossbow we already had, this would be an upgrade, but... My crossbow does have a rune slot, min-max, but there is a masterwork rune in there. The Spread Your Wings scroll costs 1 AP to use. Just like the spell, I believe. I don't currently have one, but when I craft one. Yeah. So 1 AP to use the scroll, then 1 AP for flight.
So the Reds think they can
Just like the
butcher
spell.
us like hogs and get
No,
away.
that's not to say that all scrolls behave the same as their spells. Some of them are really weird about the amount of AP that they cost. Like, take the, I can't remember which scroll it is. There's one scroll, oh, the Flay Skin scroll that takes, like, 3 AP to use for the scroll, whereas the spell costs 2 for some reason. Nerd tears, that's really funny. I mean, yes, I'm a petty person for sure, but I don't know if it's worth like being super antagonistic to people for it. It is pretty funny.
If I were you, I'd stay close to Sir Gareth once the fighting begins.
Are those 2 sinews?
Whatever
Oh,
path
we're
he
set.
takes will be the
2
surest
sinews
way
is a
to
big
victory.
is a massive win for us. 2 sinews plus the 1 sinew we already have, and I already have enough life essences, means we have enough Spread Your Wings scrolls to really like get us wherever we need to be for the rest of the act. This is a warfare armor that is, I mean, better than our current warfare armor, so I might as well buy that. This boots gives initiative. I'm interested in taking that. Sneaking and movement are, I mean, they're fine, but Nerd tears. Oh, it's so petty. I love it. Yeah, okay, so we've got initiative pants and initiative... So it would be nicer if these were both wits instead, but they're not. And that's fine. And I'll buy these as well. And we can go ahead and sell our current pants and boots. No big deal. Farewell to both. Oh, and our armor. Get out of here. Alright, there goes most of my money. But, I mean, we just acquired so much good stuff that, like, I'm hardly finding myself carrying. Also, I have one thing of intestines, so I can buy an empty canister and make a new big bad grenade that I can sell right back to him. Chemical warfare grenade is a big ROI there.
Gratiana's head is bowed. From within her mask, you can hear
And
the
Gratiana
whispered
does
words of a
not
prayer. She falls silent.
have anything
turning
I'm
to
super
face
interested in buying. The healing potions are interesting, but I mean, I've got so many healing potions. You know, what do I need those for? Okay, let's go ahead and sell stuff to her. And then I need to go and craft stuff. Wait, do I need to sell anything to her? Oh, the chemical warfare grenade here. Nice.
It would be a sweet joy to see them.
Okay. I need to put on some clothes. Warfare. Initiative. Initiative. Wow. We're looking snazzy. This equipment was all greens for some reason. They have negative 50 poison and fire resists? Damn. Wow. So really it's just a matter of keeping yourself safe. And then as long as you have the damage, you'll be okay? Is that kind of the thrust there? Alright, let me go craft all this stuff and then I'm gonna take a hot chocolate break. Oh yeah, I'm still trying to rob this kid. Every single time. Oh wait, I can't rob him anymore? Oh, I already took some stuff from him.
I'm not supposed to talk.
Alright, whatever. Hey, what's up, Pidge? What you doing? Oh, you're on classic mode. That's funny. Have I tried some kind of Iron Man run? No buying or stealing stuff. No, I haven't, Pissfizzle, but, I mean... Does difficulty affect resistances? Honestly, Maxie, I'm not sure. No buying or stealing stuff. So again, Pissfizzle, how do you imagine that going? You know? Interestingly, I think I have more arrowheads than I have arrow shafts now. So I'm gonna need to go and buy a bunch. Of, yeah, I'm gonna make, like, water arrows. Have I done a purity run? Yes. No stealing is absolutely possible. That was part of the purity run. Silver, no equipment run, yes, but I still bought I bought spells from people. No, Iron Man would not be an easier version of that. How are you going to get spells, Silver? And the reason the no equipment run worked was because I was still buying spells. Yeah, I need more arrow shafts. Crafting. Great. And how are you going to get... So, okay, so you get... You make some spells, and then how do you get the books? Yeah, you need to find the books to craft them into. Murder instead of stealing. Perfect, Peoj. There you go. Perfect. You guys solved it. What a run it shall be. Good lord. Open the vendor's inventory and then kill them for stuff. Perfect. Yep. Nope. You guys have it completely fixed. Yeah, Neon, that fight is particularly nasty. I do not like her one bit. Typically, my approach is to just murder her before she gets a chance to do that. Maxie is testing stuff out right now, because I am considering giving it an attempt at some point. Maybe not necessarily with this run, but I would like to try it at some point because I know it gives a lot of experience. Like a capital L lot of experience. I make it look so easy, do I, Zon? Oh, it's funny. It's funny that I give off the impression that what I'm doing is easy. 2,000 hours of failures, Zoan. 2,000 hours of failures. What you're seeing now is the result of a fuck ton of failures. This is just experience and persistence, buddy.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
I was gonna get stuff for arrow shafts, by the way. I hadn't noticed the sharp piece of metal that she was selling. I need more water balloons. Buy one, they're inexpensive.
Good to see.
2 lava drops on you? Damn. Nice. Good job, Neon. There we go, just a bunch more. Very good, and I can make some more fire arrowheads. But we are out of shafts as far as I can tell. Yeah, we are. Alright, some more armor potions, probably not a bad idea. I'll make a 3rd stone skin potion. Why not? Oil blob fire hell? Dude, that fight is so great. So I used to, Neon Shadow, I used to just avoid doing that fight entirely and just kill off the Magisters before Gareth got a chance to summon the blobs. And now I do it every time, regardless of build. It's so fun. I love that fight. It's just so chaotic, and everyone loves... I feel like everyone loves watching it because everyone remembers their first experience with it. And everyone's first experience with that fight was just absolute chaos. Okay. We are well and properly geared up for the next hour at least of gameplay. But I'm gonna go and make some hot chocolate and bring it back. So I will be back in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging out with me, and see you in a few. Up. And...
Power is power.
Okay, hello, hello. Osu Gamers, thanks for the follow, by the way. Hello. Mogmeister wants a 5-minute chess puzzles. All right, you got it. Guess we're doing that. Let's do it. Thanks for the redemption, by the way. Is it chess stream now? Okay. For 5 minutes at least. Thanks for the stretch, by the way. Get that? Puzzle rush, 5 minutes. Ew, why does it look so... Oh, it's doing this thing. Okay, hang on a second. Kill that. Hey, there we go. Much better. Alrighty. Sword Knight, it's your channel point redemption. What do I care? Exactly, Sophie. Yeah, no, you're right. Just have 15 queens. I mean, you can make up to 8 extras if you're really good and your opponent is absolute dog shit. There's always that as an option. Why not 16 queens? Well, you're just limited to the number of pawns that you've got. You know what I mean? I think I need to take this with the rook. Otherwise, I get checkmated down here with my queen unable to block. There we go. Well, sure, Mogmeister, but they get harder. I mean, you can already see they are getting harder. What do I want to do here? Check here? I mean, ideally I'd move my king forward. Or there's this. But that would put me in check, and that's not great either, because it takes back with en passant. So it has to be this. And then... Oh. With the rook. This is really sacrificing a lot, but it's definitely got to be worth it. Let's see here. If I go here, and then win the rook. All right. What else? This, and then push the pawn? Here looks very nice. Alright. I guess I should have moved the bishop first, in hindsight. Check. Check. What am I looking at? Some weird effing pieces. I think I could just go like this. Yeah, and then go like this. That works. So here... Now that's not good enough. Ah, here. Followed by here. Very good. When it's green, you have made the correct sequence of moves, so on. So it's not necessarily looking for checkmates, though oftentimes it is. It is find the only correct move to either maintain your advantage, win material, or, like, secure checkmate. That's how the puzzles basically work. So, like, for example, here, I am doing a checkmate, right? But sometimes you're just looking to find, like, just find the best move. Find the right move. I have 6 seconds left. I should try and sacrifice something. Oh, no, it's this. Oh, I almost had that one, too. Damn. Only winning move is not to play? Ah, that's not a different movie, right? So the one that I missed, the one that I didn't get right, I figured I must have, yeah, I must have needed to move this bishop first so that the king couldn't escape and then hit with the queen all the way across the board. Now the king cannot go anywhere to escape checkmate. So that was that one. And the one that I was just a little bit short on time to get. 28 is a pretty good score for 5 minutes, by the way, and also, like, talking to you guys. My middle mouse button still isn't working, but I can, wait, open a new tab or something? Nope, I can't. Come on. Anyway, very, very briefly, I can just show it. The last move was to move the rook here, and we would have checkmated because the king could not escape, and there was no way for black to block there. So anyway, thank you for the chess puzzles redemption, Mogmeister. That was nice. I think that gave my hot chocolate enough time to cool down as well. I'm just kidding. It's still super hot. Oh my god. Oh. That is scalding. Alright, whatever. Go do something else. What's going on? Alright, I just saw a notification. Oh, okay. Chat back. Alright. Ready to go. Well, I should convert those fire arrows to explosive arrows before I go out into the world. Okay. Cool. Let's go out there and win. Statue like this is what you'd waste your money on? Got that. Yeah, Malstixy. I am in need of arrow shafts, but I mean, there's not a lot of people that are selling long branches or anything like that, so we'll be all right. I mean, I have plenty of materials to get us at least through. Let's see. I have 37 of these, 22 of these. I'm trying to figure out if I can do Trompdoy's Cave in its entirety. What happens when you die? It's a very philosophical question. That's probably not one for Twitch, necessarily. It really depends on what you believe. Oh, what's the Isn't there a Keanu Reeves quote about that? Like Stephen Colbert asked Keanu Reeves like, "What do you think happens when you die?" And he said something like really profound. Keanu Reeves, what happens when you die? Here it is.
What do you think happens when we die, Keanu Reeves?
I know that the ones who love us will miss us.
Pretty good, actually, as far as answers go. There you go. Alright, let's go. I am gonna attempt to do Tromptoy's Cave. I think that is the best place for me to go, and it'll get me a lot closer to level 8. No, Min-Max, I do not have the initiative for... Oh, actually, I do have the initiative for him. But I'm not ready for him yet. I'd prefer to be level 8 before I take him on. If it's necessary, I will do it, but, and my damage is decent, but it would probably be a little bit better to save it for level 8. Stabage, yeah. Is it Stabbage or Stabage? Stabage. The special arrows scale off of your sheet damage. So whatever this damage is, it's 70% of that. Stab edge. Okay. Like cabbage, but stabbage. Do I have the same pathing for every run? Not even remotely, Mogmeister. It's whatever I feel like I can take on at the time. How'd an only consumables run work in real life? I don't know. Sometimes people make the mistake of assuming that because I play role-playing games that I'm like a good ad-libber. I am not. I'm very good at quoting other people. Actually, I'm not even really that good at that.
Hey, how?
Random crap that we can sell. This should be fine. Alrighty. So I'm gonna move my way forward a little bit here, and then we're gonna start fighting stuff. It should be just fine, probably. But before I do that, I am gonna go ahead and use a large physical armor potion and a large magic armor potion.
Didn't I tell you to...
Perfect. Alright, and I'll destroy this archer because this one has a good chance of dropping a consumable. In fact, a freezing arrow is what I expect. And there it is. No, I don't typically go for the Relics of Rivellon stuff at all, Samil. So, no, I don't think so. I think I'll just continue to use bought or found equipment and not worry about the relic sets. And they're throwing like water balloons and stuff at me. The frost grenade is unfortunate too. Mogmeister, the gift bag is enabled by default, and you can't make it go away. No, I'm way too far away for this guy. I will save the AP and let him run at me. How do I deal so much damage? I'm built different. Now, the real reason is that because I don't have to put any points into memory, I've instead allocated everything into finesse. So I'm literally maxed out on finesse already, and I'm maxed out on warfare. So sitting at level 7, my sheet damage is pretty good. And then the special arrows gain their... They scale off of that sheet damage. And so this... By the way, this is lying. It doesn't do 227 to 251. I don't know why they couldn't figure out how to get this to display correctly, the amount of damage that it actually does. Here's... The real range is closer to the 140 sort of range. I think it's a lot closer to this. There you go. Oh, by the way, I need to put boots into this. I almost forgot to do that. There we go. Isn't resistance interfering? There are only like a handful of enemies that have physical resistance, and these guys are not some of them. So, short answer is no. How do I craft so many arrows? Is there any trick to it? Sort of. I have a few barrels set up. So if you have an oil barrel, that acts as an infinite oil source, so you can make slowdown arrows as long as you have arrowheads to put them into. Same for poison arrows if you have an ooze barrel. Same for water arrows if you have a water barrel. And I have one of each, so I'm able to craft as many water, poison, and slowdown arrows as I have arrowheads to put them in. Now, arrowheads are a limited quantity in Act 1, and it's a little bit RNG depending on how many we can find from people around the fort and elsewhere. So I am always on the lookout for sharp rocks, which then I can file down into arrowheads, or sharp pieces of metal, which I can file down into arrowheads. And extra sells 10 at a time every time you level up and every hour after that. So that's how I'm making arrows, and I'm always on the lookout for like arrowheads, you know, antlers for knockdown arrows, teeth for shocking arrows, etc. A death fog arrow from a death fog barrel? Yeah, that would be super fair, right, Kieta? How do you save extra during the Lady Vengeance fight? You don't, Hightower. Extra doesn't ever make it to the Lady Vengeance fight in our, No, Brensky, I don't have any marshmallows. Ran out yesterday and I haven't gone and gotten any because it's been raining like crazy out here. I'll just walk over this. Oh, wow. She just walks around it. Nice traps. Yeah, Stabbage, part of the reason that this build exists is because I also do the same thing. And so, as you know, I'm a challenge runner. So I was like, well, let's see what happens if I just do nothing but that. Going okay so far. Thanks, Samil. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying so far. Let's see what we can do to get you to stick around. So here we're gonna do some epic riddle solving.
You come to find. Do you wish this? I think this source.
Lovely. Sophie wants a stretch. You got it. I shall stretch. Ah. Yeah, Maxie. I think if I wait to do it until I'm like level 16 or something, like maybe 15 or 16, then I might be able to just delete every Void Woken over and over. Nerd Tears, this fight is hard. If you're team 20 hydrations, what then? Go ahead and try it, Zoan. See what happens. I mean, do you think I'm stupid? Alright, so I can't really take this high ground position because, oddly enough, you need to be in this spot for them to see you. See this? So I thought previously that I would be able to like get up here, claim my high ground spot, and then the guys would show up and I'd be able to do it, right? But unfortunately it doesn't work that way. Sorry, I'm laughing because of Nerd Tears' comment. It was pretty funny. Ever tried putting cocoa powder into oatmeal? That seems a bit overmuch, doesn't it? That seems like... I don't like chocolate with breakfast, really. Like, not with cereal, anyway. It's like way too sugary. The hot chocolate is like just the right amount of warmth right now. So I'm drinking most of it right now because it's just really good. Alright, here they come. Pyrex with the hydrate, thank you very much. You want me to hydrate with the hot chocolate or with water? I have both. Water? You got it. Hot cocoa with rice. Interesting, Azel. Is that a cultural thing from like from somewhere that I'm not familiar with? Barbarian, that's an interesting concept. I'm not really sure. I think they teleport in. And matter of fact, I can show you something fun. There are spots below this where when you're in the Philippines. Oh, fun. So how does that work? Do you need to boil the rice first, or what? Like, you know, do you cook the rice and then add it to hot chocolate? Or I'm interested in learning more about that. That sounds interesting. So there are spots underneath the ground, and you can actually see them as you approach. I'm not sure whether or not you can shoot them from a high ground spot. I've never really considered it. But it's interesting. Yeah, during the Shadow Prince fight, yeah, they hate when you do that. Actually, so I used to think that maybe I would be able to reveal them before the fight started, and they actually, yeah, they exactly what you figured out. The fight starts without any dialogue or anything. You don't get to prepare otherwise. Okay, so let's go ahead and start shooting here. Anyway, I started blasting, so I'm gonna use 2 AP to attack here. That did 135. Let's read again. So another shot will kill, and then I want to start buffing up. But killing the archer is good. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and use a large physical armor potion. And I believe a large magic armor potion is also kind of in order, because this Trompdoi gets kind of angry. So let's go ahead and do that. It's a spoonful of cooked rice dipped in hot cocoa. I can see that being really good. I like it. I should try that sometime. But I need to prepare the rice differently than how I do it normally. Acid, you've got it. This is an excellent point that you're raising. So, yes. The others give experience. Each of the fake Trompdois give 1200 XP. So you see I've already killed one of them. It was 1200. If I kill the real Trompdoi, the remaining hostiles will fall over and I'll get the XP for them. However, there is a second wave of Trompdois. If I kill the other remaining fake Trompdois, so if I kill this one and this one, then he will summon 3 more. And I want him to summon those 3, have them all go hostile to me, and then I'm free to kill the real Trompdoi, let the other ones fall over, and I'll get an extra 3600 experience just for getting to that second phase of the fight. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use 1 AP to get to a high ground spot here. That's going to help me a little bit. It's just 2 waves, real. Just 2 waves. So 1 here. That did 191. Yeah, our high ground damage is a little bit tougher from up top. So hopefully this will kill. And so it does. Very good high ground bonus there. And then I will go ahead and save the AP again. Can you forever XP Necromancers? Only in Act 2 at Blood Moon Island, Bransky. So this is the other real Trompdoi, but he's fortified himself, which is a little bit unfortunate. And he's standing right next to me now, so I can't really get him off me. And Tamer, no invis. I mean, yeah, this'll hit. Let's do that. Yeah, his fire resists are terrible, so. Uh-huh. So he's burning for how much? I don't want him to get healed up. 11 to 12, and he's got 12. Can't really risk that working for him, so I will use 1 more. Off he goes. This will allow the other 3 Trompdois to get summoned. I really hope they don't teleport me, but they might. Also, I hit myself with that with the magic armor. Or with the magic damage, which is a little bit unfortunate. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. So now, all I need to do is get this guy's attention. And I'm not even, like, again, I don't even need to kill him, so I just need to throw something at him. So I choose this electric discharge skull. Alright, welcome to the party, pal. And now it's us against real Trompdoi, so let's go ahead and get him out of the way as fast as we can. How much armor do I have remaining? I have plenty of physical armor. My magic armor is a little bit concerning, so I may take another magic armor potion before we, because I'm not going to be able to kill him right now. Well, okay, unless we crit again. Oh, never mind. We've got this. Restoration on real Trump Doy kills him. Oh, we did. Great. Nice. So there, you saw I got the extra 3,600 experience for all that.
As you pick up the... You don't?
Okay. Great, you love to see it. Let's keep rolling. Oh, and by the way, our level up is incoming. I need 500 experience, and I'm about to get it when I send Trompdoy on his way in the next room. So we're hitting level 8 right now. I'll go ahead and pick up the Necromancer Soul Jars, which is good. What's up, Kryu? I'm ignoring Captain Sexapor's Soul Jar because, again, don't care about the Relics of Revlon stuff. These boots could be really good. If they give wits, that would be fantastic. Gratiano Soul Jar is good as well. Off he goes. And we leveled. Alright, we're level 8. I got a new talent. Oh boy. So here I'm gonna go ahead and take Executioner. Getting action points back every time we kill something is very nice. Considering the amount of damage that I do, it's especially nice since we're basically killing something every turn. I will go ahead and take another point in Polymorph here, or, well, let's see. I want to do a little bit of calculation here because I could start putting points into ranged right now since we're already maxed out at finesse. Is there a need for me to continue putting points into wits? Like at an increased rate, I guess is the way that I need to be thinking about this. I don't think it's bad. So, but I also think that putting points into ranged is also very strong. Because this will increase our sheet damage and give us critical chance as well. So I'm going to start putting points into ranged now. And we'll let the wits sort itself out as the next... So we're level 8. And I'm going to be putting points into wits exclusively for the next, for the next 5 levels, at least. So by the time we're level 13, we'll be maxed out on wits, unless I put some points into polymorph beforehand. I think this is good. So, ranged. Getting a little bit of attention now. So our damage continues to rise, and it is, as Sophie said, time for the Shop-Ocalypse. Shop-Ocalypse. That's not an easy thing to say.
Did you see what those magisters did? Putting our deck...
I pray this goes well. The battle nears.
Daltona asks, how long do you usually stream for? Not as long as I have been streaming tonight. Usually our sessions are about 3 hours long. Can someone give me my uptime? I assume we're coming up on 4 hours here. Three and a half. Yep. Sounds about right. So I did my hot chocolate and milk. I don't know if it's possible to show you guys this. Let's see. I need to tilt this quite a bit. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a part of it that's sort of curdled a little bit, and it's... I mean, it still tastes fine, but the texture is a little bit gross. All right, make it happen, Maxie. I'm just gonna finish this. All right, that's all done.
The battle nears. Good to...
Kerben stares at the body of his dead comrade, tightly gripping his weapon in a cold fury.
All right, so Kerbin can identify stuff for us. That's great. I'm also on the lookout for arrows, of course. And a level 8 crossbow would be lovely, but he doesn't have one. You have no more resurrection spells? Oh no, Zetsoko. Well, bear in mind that there are a number of merchants floating around that might be able to sell you some. The boots have sneaking on them. I don't really need them. Cloud with 2Ds. Thank you so much for using that once a month Twitch Prime on this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes. Very generous. You only get one of them a month. And you're like, yeah, I'll use it here. This seems like a good place to do it. I don't need any drained purging wands. I don't need any regular ones. I don't need books. These things out of here.
Two. So the Reds think they can butcher us like hogs and get away with it.
Yep. I mean, it's not just the Reds that think that, buddy.
So many Seekers lost, and more blood will be...
Oh, very kind. Yeah, no worries at all. I mean, I don't ever
If I were you, I'd stay close to Sir Gareth
have a
once the
problem
fighting
with people lurking.
Whatever path he takes will be.
But I appreciate you
surest
coming
way to
out of
victory.
hiding just to say hi, and really do appreciate the support. Very generous of you. I will take the Stardust Herb. I'll take all the arrowheads this guy has to offer. He's got a regular feather. I'll take that too. So now that he's starting to sell high quality essences, we have to be on the lookout because I want a high quality tormented soul. So if we see a vendor with a high quality tormented soul, that will really make my evening. Because the high quality tormented soul is the other crafting material alongside wheat and sheet of paper, which I have wheat and sheets of paper. That's what you need to make the soulmate scroll that I've been talking about. But we don't have it yet. So he's got a high quality water essence. We'll be on the lookout for others. Alright, what else can I sell? I don't need that or that. Right? And none of these sets of armor had what I was looking for as well. A soulmate scroll? Yeah, oh, it's very romantic. Yeah, the undead ladies will love it. Captain is level 9. Can he drop high quality tormented souls? Sword Knight, I can't get to the captain. No bless.
Gratiana's head is bowed. From within her mask, you can hear the whispered words of a prayer. She falls silent, turning to face you.
A medium armor potion, medium strength potion. I like these consumables from her. Go ahead and get my hands on those. Running a little low on money.
It would be a sweet...
I'm gonna take my leave. I don't want to kill her yet. I would rather wait an hour. I'm sure there's other stuff that I can do. Let her restock one final time before we send her to the great beyond. Keep shopping.
Ah, you're back. Looking to add some weight to your rucksack?
I don't need warfare rings like that. Not really. I need the crossbow, the level 8 crossbow that I get to either have a slot in it, a rune slot, or be like magical of some sort. Because as you can see, this already doesn't do as much damage as the level 7 bow that we currently have. This guy doesn't have anything I'm interested in buying. Keep rolling.
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
Sharp pieces of metal, arrowhead components, Aerithur's ring. Alright. None of those components that I was looking for, but these materials are fine.
Good to see.
I'm starting to run a little low on money, aren't I?
Hey, oddball. Think I saw a lizard with a scraped knee down the way.
Bloody cavies. Too big for their boots, as usual. They
Regular
all
tormented
kick out
soul,
of
that's
our hair if they don't
close,
wanna
but not
pay
quite.
for pleasure.
The divine! Even in death, he's listened!
Well, they don't know what's out there. Maybe there's a little bit of
The bishop's much taller than I'd imagined.
a little bit of complacency, right? They're like, well, we know that we're safe in here.
She don't listen to reason.
She ignores you and continues.
Go well, my child. Perhaps the divine will.
No, it's definitely my fort.
Perhaps he'll come home in time.
But, you know, I'm not gonna tell him that.
Hope you're behaving yourself.
Eventually, we'll kill these guys off.
What's off, eh?
Not easy to leave the island? Well, not for them, it isn't. Don't really know how they would go about doing that.
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you making the rounds inside. Oh.
They weren't scripted to try. Yeah, well, I mean, if they can figure out a way to run past the Shriekers, then, you know, good luck to them.
Oh, easy now, mate.
Now, if they knew what I knew,
Minding my own business over here.
they would know that anyone can just walk past the Shriekers if they're careful enough. But that's for another session, I think.
I fear it will be quite some time before we find it. Goods. Aye.
What do you want now?
Probably, honestly, probably my least favorite part of the run is how we now walk past the Shriekers. I hate it so very much.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel free to take a gander at the stock.
That helmet gives Huntsman, and I want it, but I need to get out of the way because I robbed that guy.
Champion of Footjoy, spreading your name. Fuck.
You may yet be the one. The fight.
Blah, blah, blah.
I see your potential has begun.
You were decent in the arena, but you'll have to do...
Decent, huh?
Hey, I heard about you. Had a go in the arena, didn't ya? So, how'd it go?
Went great. Samuel, don't worry, it's coming. As soon as we get to a point where it is clear that it is not going to be an hour between now and when I need their XP, they will be gone. Fear not.
Our healer's walk is never done. Unless everyone's dead, of course.
Yeah. Potion bottles do I have? Buy those.
Our healers.
Yeah, we already did it in a previous session, Min-Max, so.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Yeah, Zetsoko, there's a number of vendors that sell them. Here's one as well. This guy sells it's a level 8 regular bow. Ugh. Yeah, there you go. Even better. No need to spend money on him, right?
You survived. No one tells me there are so many children in this.
You can't play my game. A human. You.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
Ah, you're back.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel
So
free
Huntsman
to
is
take
better
a gander at
than
the stock,
Strength for
if you're
sure.
So inclined.
I'll go ahead and buy this. I mean, again, I won't always have high ground advantage, but when I do, it'll be better than Mask of Strength. And buy that.
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
Soon.
There's a couple people left. Yeah, okay, so a little bit, but it's fine. Oh wait, I can't use this? Oh, it requires Strength 12, and I don't have Strength 12 without the Mask of Strength. Well, you know what? I guess I asked for that, didn't I? Oh well. Classic blunder, yeah.
This is between me
Land
and
war
the
in
red-
Asia, etc., etc., etc. Speaking of a classic blunder, let's start clearing some people out. No, we don't. You need 5-star diner in order for it to be more than that, Sword Knight.
You remember what I said? No sense in going at this.
I mean, we're level 8.
I hope you love your bell, my friend.
There
Its
we go.
chimes help
Sharp
you
rocks.
find what you seek.
Very good.
Or help what.
And he had to be useful for that one time. Well, it won't work, Carius, because I'd still have... This gives one huntsman, not... If you do not meet the requirements, it unequips the item. So it's not like I could equip the item and then go under the strength requirements. I think you used to be able to do that in like Diablo 2 or something, as long as you never unequip the item. It does not work like that in this. Here, I can even show you. So here's Migo's chest. Then equip the huntsman hat. Cool. And then re-equip the old chest with the warfare in it. And it unequips the helmet. Diablo 2 unequips. Yeah, I think it does now, Stabbage, but I thought it didn't used to. I thought there were like ways for people to... I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, that was everybody that I could talk to for vendoring. So let's go ahead and craft stuff. Well, I'm thinking from like, you know, 20 years ago or something, but you know, because I'm a bit of a old person. But yeah, I don't know, who knows? Diablo 1 works like that? I never played Diablo 1. How about unequipping if undead? Yep. Just don't do it. So I bought a bunch of long and short sticks as well. That is going to give me plenty more arrow shafts. We kind of ran into that problem last time. Yeah, Resurrected, they fixed all that stuff. I haven't played Resurrected in a while. Probably should. I don't know. Diablo 2 is probably the game that I've played the most over my lifetime. A bunch of more slowdown arrowheads. I mean, no need to get tricky with it. Slow down arrows. Still waiting on that, on a small flame rune so I can upgrade my, my big rune. We did not find... Okay, yeah, I can make a teleport scroll, but we didn't find any more sinews on that level up, so just sort of waiting on that. Could make, like, decaying touch scrolls with the shadow essences that we found, which would be fine. I like decaying touch because it's a way to deal a little bit of damage, but I am running out of sheets of paper, so... Let's go ahead and wait on that for a little while. I mean, those consumables are... We can do that anytime. Meanwhile, physical armor potions, sure. Magic armor potions, absolutely. Give me the large potions. Sweet. Okay, great. Other thing I wanted to go ahead and make at this point was bluegill potions to make a water resist potion, right? And I wanted to make a bigger one because we're planning on fighting against the winter dragon, and water resist potions would be very nice to add to our defense against him, because literally I'm about to go and fight him. So we're starting to prepare for that now. New arrowheads. Oh yeah, new arrowheads. Yeah, good call, Mike. Yep. Very good. Why not help him? Well, we are gonna help him. I'm a good person like that. But we're also gonna kill him. If I got my hands on one more jelly moon, one more bluegill, I would be able to make a large water resist potion, and I sort of do want to do that. So let's go ahead and ditch the barrels so that I can keep going. And then go back to abandoned camp and see if Extra was selling one. Would be nice.
If I were you, I'd stay close.
Is that
to
a bluegill?
Sagareth
Oh.
once the fighting begins. Whatever path he takes will be the surest way to
You love to see
victory.
it. Okay. I also sort of wanted to take a water essence and combine it with a potion bottle. This makes a strong will potion, right? Oh, this is nimble tumble. Okay, this is the dodging one. Which one makes strong will? Does anyone remember? Is it air essence to make strong will, or is it like... It's not shadow. I didn't think. I mean, I can obviously look it up at any time. Control F, strong will. A fire essence. Yeah, I've been using my fire essence to make fire and explosive arrows, so that's why I don't have any. Okay, no worries. Nimble Tumble is a good potion. It's just not what I wanted. Anyway. Here. Wait. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Bigger and bigger. So 75% water resistance will be really nice against the Winter Dragon for sure. I'll make an earth resist, or sorry, big ol' earth potion. So we have 3 of these guys now. This is plenty of defense. And then the one other thing that I need to make is using the Shadow Essence, a raw red meat, and a sheet of paper. So it's a good thing I maintained at least one sheet of paper here, because I'm going to use a bloated corpse scroll to
If I were you, I'd
execute
stay
our
close to
plan
Sir
against the
Gareth
Winter
once
Dragon.
the
It's going to be
fighting
really neat.
begins.
I'll show you in just a second.
Whatever path he takes will be the surest way to victory.
Sell stuff to this guy. Need these. A lot of these items I don't really need. That out of here. Cool. Alrighty. Let's go get him. The Batman run? I don't hate it. The farthest we've gotten with consumables, we've made it to Act 4. We got inside Arcs and then I died in there. Hey, good luck, Maxie. So I'm gonna destroy these pillars, and then we'll come back and talk to the Winter Dragon after.
The dragon rakes the earth with icy claws.
Arrow
Quakes
recovered,
from the
nice.
impact knock you back.
Okay, so let's talk about what the strategy is going to be here, because I actually have to execute it relatively quickly. So I'm gonna raise a bloated corpse on our bear cub here. The bloated corpse lasts for 10 turns. That'll be long enough for me to get down and talk to him. Now, I already have a purging wand in my possession. I actually have 2 purging wands in my possession, but the Redeka's is the one that he wants. So I am gonna hand him the purging wand. That's gonna give me experience, and it's gonna turn him into a regular lizard, because he's a dragon knight, right? He'll turn into a lizard, and he'll go off to like, help me later or whatever. Except my bloated corpse is gonna attack him while I'm in dialogue with him, and it's gonna make him angry. And so when he turns into a lizard, he will be hostile to me, and then I will fight and kill him. As he'll be a lizard, and I'll fight and kill him that way. I'll still get the full experience and a Winter Dragon sword, and whatever items he drops. It's just, that's how I get max experience out of this. But because I'll be killing him, he will not be able to blow away the Shriekers for me. So, that's just me explaining how this is going to go, because I have to execute it pretty quickly here. So, let's do it. Bloat is following me. Get a little bit closer to him, and then we'll buff up with our potions that we want to use. So 1, 2, 3. Talk.
The freed dragon looks sick.
Attack with the bloated corpse. 1, 2. Now you'll know that he is going to be really angry when he stands up like this. So when we come out of dialogue with him, he will be pissed off, and he'll go hostile as he turns into a lizard. The bloat can just sort of wait there from now. I'll let it explode. Is there any negatives in the long run for killing him? Nope. I mean, unless you're, you know, role-playing. Ugh. Imagine role-playing in this role-playing game. Alright, so bloat is gone, and now it is us against the Winter Dragon. You need 21 initiative to... 20 or 21? 20 initiative to beat him, because I think his initiative is 19. We have far more than that, so I will be going first against him. And my objective will be to clear out his physical armor within the next 2 turns, and then I'll be knocking him down until he is dead. Sound good? Alright, let's make it work.
My gratitude, but of course that must be...
So that 2100 experience there was me handing him the Purging Wand, and now it is fight time. So I am heavily resistant to whatever he can dish out. And so I will go ahead and just start shooting him. 1, 2. I mean, it would be lovely if one of these crit, but it doesn't matter. I can withstand 1 turn of beatdown from him. So you see how that Frost Breath didn't really do anything. Thanks to our massive amounts of resistances to everything that he had. So here, I'll go ahead and just knock him. And the fight is now won. I can just shoot him for the next however many turns it takes to kill his dumbass, as long as I continue to use 1 knockdown arrow every turn. And next turn, I don't even need to use a knockdown arrow because it is already over for him. Farewell, buddy. We hardly knew you. 6,000 XP, and then let's see what our level 9 Winter Dragon dropped for us. Some pants? Maybe good. A ring? Possibly good. A Spread Your Wings skill book, and a level 9 spear. You'll love to see it. And of course, Fang of the Winter Dragon, which he always drops. Alright, let's go identify our stuff and see what we just got. This game is a hard one? Yeah, again, lots of preparation. Lots
She looks at you with wet eyes
of preparation.
And manages a wink before returning to her work.
So the pants have Constitution and Retribution, but it is much more armor than what ours currently has, so I will be taking them, I guess. Huntsman and Necromancer, not better than Warfare, so I'm going to go ahead and sell that ring as well. Again, at least it's money. I don't mind. I don't mind that none of the items we got were useful. So we'll just go ahead and sell stuff. No, the pants I said I was going to keep. So I can sell my current ones. There we go. Fixing a little bit of our money issues, right?
Good to see you.
Oh my god, chat, put some pants on. What the hell? So rude. There we go. Alright guys, I think this is a good place to halt for the evening. I've been live for quite a long time, and so I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. Well, I know, Silver, but Pacific time, what are you gonna do? So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for helping keep me company. I know that I had bad news to share earlier in the stream, and I'm still processing that. But you guys have been, you know, it's always great to get to stream for you guys, And yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hanging out and chat with me and asking questions and making funny comments and jokes and all the amazing things that you guys do. Really appreciate it. I'm not sure when the next stream is going to be. It is unclear to me. Oh, Maxie, yeah. I mean, let me know. And if you want to post it in the Discord, you know, I'll be. If I don't see it tonight, I'll see it tomorrow. So, but I mean, I think it's great that you're doing some testing there. I mean, it's gonna be useful for you if you're doing, you know, runs in the future as well. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm available tomorrow night. If I am, there will be a stream. Otherwise, I will make an announcement in the Discord about it. And if that were the case, then my next stream will either be Sunday night my time or Monday night. I'm not sure which. Like I said earlier, we do about 3 streams a week or more if I'm available. And usually those start in the evening Pacific time for the foreseeable future. Thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get going. Enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. But I am